be able to pull that back off. There she is. Very own 131 crate.
I am so excited. For a long bike, chopper, big tire, they're just such an easy, sweet bike to ride with the balanced motor and stuff. They're great.
So Paul, that bike right there sold me on why I wanted to be a motorcycling.
Oh, nice. Well, that's cool. Noel has this little company in Ireland called Flame Art, and he sent me this box with this note. It says, "Hey Paul, hope this finds you well. I've enclosed some gifts for you to give out to the Friends Evo Throwdown. They're spring collar covers," and then he also made me a little gold hamster clip. And then Ari's he made one points cover, and it's on Ari's new bike. So, but builders, there's that. I think I got about 20 of these. You gonna have one? Guys, come up, come grab one of these things. It goes over your push rod keep. Isn't that neat, Ryan? Huh? Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Are we good? I got a couple left. Anybody else need one?
Yeah, just so you're calling.
Okay, bump into anybody later and say, shit, I didn't get one from Paul. Throwdown has been going on for a few years now. This is the fourth one, and I'll be honest with you, I actually feel like this one got a little broken up this year, partially because of the Donnie Smith show and the deadlines of that and life. And anyway, I'm really glad that you guys are here. Next year, we're going to do this again. And Jason Mook, unfortunately, our founding father, he initiated the Throwdown 4 years ago by calling me and inviting me to a challenge to build a bike. And me and him were going to build against each other and then go meet somewhere and ride into to Cave Creek Bike Week, and then other friends were like, we want to do this, and they joined, and then it became 7 or 8 of us, and then it was 15 of us, and then it was 20 of us, and now we have crashers. That's what, if you guys are here for your first time, and you weren't like on the list or whatever, now you're a crasher, so now you've done it, so now you're a Throwdown member. That's how it works. You crash it one year, and the next year you're part of it. So it's about that complicated. So yeah, membership's easy. But it's really just about camaraderie. It's about sharing the experience of building and the time crunches and the frustrations, and then the joy of completing something, sharing it with your friends. And then, of course, the best thing about the build is taking something that you've built and riding it and seeing that it'll do what you wanted it to do. There's nobody who hasn't done it can ever experience that or know what that feeling is like, to get on something that you created and put it through its paces, and it maybe even outperforms your expectations. It's just such a satisfying thing. I can't. Well, you guys know, you're all nodding. I know you know. So anyway, we are going to go up over Jerome. We're going to leave here. We're going to go up over to Jerome. It's a real tight hairpin type road that goes up to Jerome. It's about a mile high. Then we're going to come over to the back of Mingus Mountain, and we've got the mountains for a while. There'll probably be some snow up there. Dress warm. I will stop for gas in Prescott. We weren't going to stop. We were going to do a 90 mile, but some guys like the Borellas have little teeny tanks. So in that 2 hours, if you do need gas, which you guys probably, I won't, but you guys probably will, I overcompensate with fuel tanks, so that's just my thing. Once we get gas real quick in Prescott, we'll go over through Yarnell, and we'll go down Yarnell Hill, which again is a beautiful canyon. And then after, we'll leave Congress, and we're going to go down through Wickenburg. We'll go up, for the guys who live here, there's a road that takes us across Wickenburg. We'll cross over the 17 on Carefree Highway. We'll take it all the way down to Cave Creek Road, and then we'll roll into Cave Creek, where the Hideaway is having it's nothing formal, but we'll all ride in together to the Hideaway and park right in front of my booth. When we pull into the driveway, you'll see our tent, and which park right there. Ari and I share a tent there. What?
Roadhouse.
The Roadhouse. Yeah, the Roadhouse. And then we can, have a cocktail and hang out, and y'all can fuck off and do whatever you want. So that's the end of my control. I know I get hot rod in me too, and if you need to rip. Just wait for us somewhere or meet us at Nichols West for lunch. Okay. Anybody got any questions? Anything? We're good.
Let's do this.
my fairing was filled with snow. And, yeah, it was.
My windshield, and I can't see over the bitch, so it was covered in ice. So I was
Jesus,
like,
I kept snowing up on my helmet.
I was like, all right,
I'm officially changing the name of this event. It's now the Throwdown.
No, next year it'll be 110.
I know you told me a story about the first time you saw it stuff. Can you tell me again? And
Sure.
What it?
Sure, my brother is Justin Owens. We came out to see him 2005 up for Bike Week. Show up at one of the dealerships, and this bike is sitting there. And this bike from Paul just cranked it up. This bike just brought the love of cycling to my life. So, thanks, Paul.
Oh, so I'm so glad you appreciate it. I was so happy to hear that story and hear that it touched you and it had an influence.
It still does right now.
Yeah, I can see you're emotional about it.
So, what are you doing with this, Paul?
Well, it was just up here to display and stuff. It's just such a cool old piece of ours, and it you know, it's just, I guess it's just vintage or whatever, right?
Vintage
So
Yaffe.
yeah, vintage Yaffe.
I love it.
I'm probably gonna have to finally get my head wrapped around that exists.
That exists,
Yeah,
that's your
it makes me
vintage.
feel old.
So it's your bike?
Yeah, it's not my bike. It's your bike.
Well, it's not my bike.
Well, whose bike is it? It's not his bike.
It's his bike.
Is it your bike?
Yeah, it's his bike. It's my bike.
I think
It's your
it's your
bike.
bike.
Get out of here.
I think it's your bike now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that was a setup.
Oh God, you guys are great. We keep recording at that. I think that's awesome, Paul.
Yeah,
Thanks for making dreams come true. So much.
You're gonna ride a chopper, buddy. You're gonna ride a Yaffe chopper.
I'm gonna ride a Yaffe 20 years ago. 20 years ago, that's gonna.
You're gonna love it too. They ride so nice. They are really so fun to ride. You're gonna love it.
There's a lot of cool vintage Phoenix in this motorcycle. So, with the hot rod paint, the boot strap, everything's cool.
So Justin told me he was gonna do that. I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna be super cool.
Yeah. So congrats. Love you. Thank you, brother.
What a great brother.
Well, thank you.
Love you, buddy.
Cool.
Once you go back to the hotel, you can drive us all back to New Jersey.
All right, so here we are. It's the beginning of Bike Week, and we just finished up this fantastic road glide for my friend Doug here, and he's here picking up his bike after his long and very patient wait for this bike. But what we like to call this is like the ultimate pro touring bike, because Doug had us do some fantastic things to this bike. First thing we did is we got a 131 cubic inch motor from Harley-Davidson. We took it apart. We diamond cut and pineapple treated the heads, and did a bunch of performance work with a fueling 465 cam and their cam chest. We got a Trask breather, his Checkmate breather valve on it. We put in a Man of War compensating sprocket from Dark Horse, because this thing now, the horsepower it's making, it'll rip the compensating sprocket right out of it. He's got an AIM lock-up clutch on it, so he's got all the setup and the goodies to rip up some country roads like nobody's business. So I think we're around 160 foot-pounds of torque on this thing. So you'll eat some cars when you want to do some passing. You'll eat whatever's in front of you.
Look forward to it.
No problem at all. Then we also increased the suspension. We got some Legends Axio cartridges for the front fork, and we got some Revos fully tunable for the rear. So he's got some really nice suspension, smooth out those long days on the road. It's got one of our whale tail tour packs on it, so his bride can ride in comfort, and she has some place to put her shoes. And then we were also very kind to her because we care about shoes, so we lined everything really nicely so we won't be scratching anybody's shoes. So, very important. I learned these lessons from my wife and then pass them on to you, so you don't have to learn those. You don't have to learn those lessons.
Yeah, I don't need a good ass whooping.
Yeah, I hate being in the doghouse too. So. Then we added our SRT, our performance wide tire kit, to this bike. This is our 20-inch wheel with our SRT tire. This quite possibly is the best handling front wheel setup I have ever experienced. It's unbelievable the way the balloon aesthetic on this tire and the curve of the profile of the tire, the way it just carves corners. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable how much tread you have on the road, and it'll make you feel, you'll just be like, God dang, I can just rip these corners. It makes canyons super fun. Doug's a big dude, so we put some 12-inch monkey bars on it, made a custom seat, got him nice and stretched out, so he's comfortable. And then it's got our full body kit on it, our Razorback tank, our custom fenders, our bunch of our billet accessories. It's got our full swoop rear end, so it just gives it a super sexy custom look. And then the guys over at Rolling Art, I think when you called me, you said, I want blue wheels.
Yes.
Yeah, I said, I want to be able to beat Borneman in a race. I think those are the two things you gave me. I think that's it. I got to spank Borneman and I need blue wheels.
Blue and gray.
So
overall.
yeah, which I love. We did this. Jade Affiliated made these wheels for us, and then we took them over to Condello Customs and they polished them, and then they did this translucent blue powder coat. It's a new treatment, and then they clear coat them so the wheels, when they get in the sun, it almost looks like they're battery powered. It's just crazy. I just love the luster of those wheels. I think they look, and they'll be nice and durable.
Yep.
Yeah, you can bang them up and they should hold up just fine. All the gray treatment on the bike, if you guys want to know, is Cerakote. Cerakote is a gun coating. It's very non-porous. It's super durable, and nothing sticks to it. So long day in the road, everything wipes right off. Yeah, it just doesn't hold dirt at all. If you put tape on this right now, it just falls off. Tape won't stick to it because it has no porosity for anything to grab onto. So, and other than that, man, this thing I think is just going to really be a great partner for you. And you're gonna ride it to Sturgis, right?
I am right.
Yes, he is. He was worried about chipping it, and I was like, that's dumb. Don't do that. We can fix chips. So I couldn't be happier the way this thing turned out.
Fantastic.
Thanks. I'm super glad that you're happy with it, and I know I can't wait to start getting some reports from you riding it. So
Yeah, just so everybody knows, easy process. Paul and his crew are just wonderful to work with. You know, give them the basics of what you want to get started, and then everybody is really conversational throughout the process and letting you know, this is going on, and this is what we expect, and here's some pictures as we work, and come on down anytime you want to look at it. So just a great crew to work with. Anytime you get a chance, you should do so.
thanks. Thank you, Doug. I appreciate it. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Doug. Appreciate you, man. So get your ultimate touring machine at Paul Yaffe Originals there. It's like a commercial now.